Hello my friends, this is Arthuss and today I want to show you my Surge Vortex Vauban build. Well, I actually made this build, I kinda had the idea when I was leveling my Garuda. I was testing something like a Breach Surge Garuda, and there was a Vauban in the group, and when I used my Breach Surge I noticed that the Vortex was actually triggering the Breach Surge, and that just made me want to put Breach Surge into Vauban and test what I could do with it. And there's actually a few specific things that you have to do in order for this to fully work, but I'm gonna show you kind of step by step how it's done. So what I did is that I've helmet systemed the Vauban. I've put the Breach Surge in the place of the first skill, and I made pretty much the same build for the Vortex, but with a little bit of power strength. And yeah, the Breach Surgers are gonna be jumping from enemy to enemy, proccing all the time, and that was just not enough damage, and the damage was not increasing. And I just wanted to make this build for the Vortex. I do not want to use Bastille to remove the armor, I just wanted to use Vortex. And I actually went to search if something like this build could exist, and the guy actually did something that was quite look like it, but not exactly. It deals a lot of damage, his build sounds really cool, but that's not what I wanted to do. I want to use just the Vortex. So let me show you how it works. First, I'm gonna throw my Vortex here, and if I Breach Surge, they're gonna be taking a lot of procs. But there is little to no damage here. Only one. And that's when I decided to add something more. That's where I thought about using the MCernos, as its gas clouds and all its procs will be triggering the Breach Surge even more. So yeah, they just flew away, but yeah. Breach Surge, 1, 2. It's gonna deal some damage, but it's not like something amazing. I mean, you'll kill most of the stuff on a lower level, just like this. Just use the Breach Surge and some arrows here. You're gonna kill good damage. You're gonna kill probably everything below level 100. But yeah, it just takes too much time for these levels 165. But then I started to think, like, there's a lot of status going on here, and we could use something else that's kind of forgotten these times, because they changed it. Yeah, that's the Zenistar. And well, with that amount of status, Condition Overload could do really good. Let me just show you what happens with only the Zenistar and the Breach Surge. The disc is not actually in the middle, but it's working. Yeah, everything is there already. But we can do even better. What we can do here is to actually combine the MCernos with the Zenistar. Summoner 1, throw the Vortex, and we're gonna Breach Surge, disc, and 2 shots. And everything is dead. What I'm using here is actually corrosive on the Zenistar and I actually have corrosive on both I was just testing, but now I'm gonna change to viral just to show you how much better it will perform. There we go, much better. And we still have more, actually more Vauban skills that we can use to further increase that, and that is the overdriver mine. And we can also use the flechette. That's actually gonna deal a good amount of damage. As you can see, flechette can kill stuff. It's gonna take some time, but it can do a good amount of damage. Alright, let's use the overdrive again. And then let's summon the heavy gunners. Everyone in place. Reach Surge, Zenistar, and MCernos. Everyone dead. So yeah, you can probably do a lot of things with this, and of course this is a more, let's say, stationary build. I'm gonna have to find a good place with a good spawn and probably stay there for a while. That's kind of what I was looking for when I made this build. Not much effort, to be honest. Just find a cool place to stay, throw your mines down, your overdriver, your Vortex, Bridge Surge, Zenistar, and MCernos. You don't need to use the full combination, but the full combination is deadly. It just kills everything. Alright, so let's go to the build. First, Vauban. This is his build. There's a lot of duration actually. I removed some of the range just because I was using overextended, and overextended was hurting our damage, and we actually need some damage or strength to get the multiplier from the Bridge Surge up. And yeah, Arcane Fury and Arcane Strike are to buff the Zenistar. That's what's gonna be dealing most of our damage, probably 90 or 80% of the damage comes from Zenistar. Yeah. Alright, so let's go to the MCernos build. On the MCernos, I'm actually using a crit build because we're gonna be getting a lot of slash procs from the 100 munitions, and that's gonna help with the condition overload. So we're gonna have the viral, we're gonna have slash, we're gonna have toxic, and yeah, I think that's it. Actually, quite a lot of stats coming from the MCernos, and that is really good. And the clouds actually last for quite a good time. Split flights is really good. It's gonna increase our clouds by a lot. I've tested, you don't really need to use the crit build. You know, Warframe is always like use what you have, adapt to your reality. And I tested a cloud build because I have a few MCernos ribbons, and it works just fine with the cloud as with the crit, but with the crit you're gonna have the guaranteed procs. They're not gonna last much because it's low damage, but yeah, they're gonna help. Next, we are going for the Zenistar, and this is pretty much the build. As much attack speed as we can, Prime Fury quickening, and the only thing we're going to be doing with the Zenistar is throwing the disc. Also, having status chance is really good. It's going to help with the procs, and as much procs as we can get, much status on the target. It's going to increase our condition overload damage. And yeah, for secondary, it's, well, I think it's really optional. You can take whatever you want. What could be really good is to take, if you want to increase the damage even further, is to take something that can proc the status that we're not getting there, such as electricity, cold, and not sure if blast will affect the condition overload, but yeah. You could take something like blast and electricity, or what else? Something else in cold? What are we not using here? Let's see, can we filter by elemental? Nope. Yeah, we have radiation, we have corrosive, we have viral, we have toxin, we have heat. Yeah, there's not much else that you can take, but yeah, your build for the secondary is totally optional. What could work really good is the box. I think the box would do really good. I don't have a build for the box, but let's just take something with to proc some status. Has an 8 toxin, so we can make, oh, gas. That's it, we can take gas and cold. Gas, let's see, let's take a scorch. It's pestilence, and then some cold. Yeah, get as much status as we can. Multi-shot would be really good. Let's go with Barrel Diffusion. It's probably gonna work just as great as the MCernos. Let's just test it. Yeah, it works just fine. Probably not as good as the MCernos, but yeah, still really good. This is Warframe, you have to just gotta use what you have, you know? That's how everything works. Not even taking any Sentinel here, just for the purpose of testing. But a Panther Vopapila would be really, really good. Let's see here. Toxicat. Next rank. Just take a look. I think it can work. Let's see what we can do. He's already spitting at people. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of damage. Really, really good. Oh, and I forgot that we also have the magnetic from the Vortex. Yeah. So yeah, that is pretty much the build. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!